Whoa, do I gotta edit that out? YouTube, what's up? We are at the shop. We are not working on the extended crew. We are working on, man, we got some plans for this thing. But we got his 2006 Dodge Ram 3500 Mega Cab. Of course it has a diesel because that's just what we do here. 6-speed. And we are working on the rear end. All we're doing is just swapping out this one right here. The new Banks cover just came out. We got our hands on it super early. Shout out to Tim with Alligator Performance, got this over to us quick. He said on some of them he shows some of the diff covers, right? Where it shows just a little bit and you get to see how kind of just everything looks. Obviously there are different applications for different rear axles, but you kind of get the idea of just kind of what Banks is bringing to the table as far as just changing the game for the most part, right? Because that's what he's doing. So I know maybe some of you know, maybe some of you don't, or still new, or kind of learning, just like kind of like we are. These have been on the market for a minute. PPE and Mag High Tech, as far as it comes to, or as far as it goes with diff covers, they're pretty cemented in that industry. They look great, don't get me wrong, but when you go on, I know on some of the, Josh here pointed out to me on the Gale Banks YouTube videos, he actually explains why he got into the diff covers and what makes his diff cover so much better than some of the other ones.
The question was, why do the designers originally design these differential covers with the smooth back? And you'll notice the arch that is molded into these stamped covers, right? Well, he was wondering, how does that affect, once you put on these fancy covers, how does that extra added oil affect your flow in your pinion gears? And how does the actual cooling fins on these covers affect cooling capacities? And just general, do these differential covers actually do what they're designed to do, or what the manufacturer says they're designed to do? So he has a quite an extensive video, because he comes out with this kind of stuff, right? So in this, you'll notice the difference between these. You have really hard corners for that fluid to try to come across, okay, as it's being spun around by your pinion gear. In the Banks differential, he retains the factory arch across his vanes to help the fluid flow go up into the axle housing and feed the pinion gear and the bearings with oil. Another thing he designed into it was ram air. So when you actually mount it to the axle housing, the air that's passing underneath the truck will be forced and scooped up into your cooling vanes.
Now you guys can see my fingers there. It is actually kind of rounded up to where it goes, and then it follows the cooling fins all the way up on the PPE and as well as the Mag High Tech. Now do remember, these are some different applications that, there's just, you just see these, you're like, wow, these are pretty nice, but then you see something that's actually a lot more designed to do what it is it's supposed to do, and that is supposed to be keeping the rear end cool and keeping the fluid cool, and that translates to less wear and tear on part, better fuel economy,
less rotational mass, things like that. When fluid expands, so does the capacity. So as the fluid gets hot, your capacity even grows. So you only want that capacity to grow up to a certain point in here, and that's why Banks designed this to retain the stock fluid level capacity. He didn't try to go really deep like these other ones. Another nice feature that he added that certain manufacturers don't have, or the factory does not have, Mag High Tech thought of it, having the reusable O-ring for the mounting. Banks has also utilized the reusable O-ring. PPE, they might have it on their newer stuff. I don't know. This
is the hardware for the Banks kit. These are
steel polish.
Yeah, they look pretty nice. So, and then of course you got
plugs with the magnet to pick up all your metal shaving. Actually, a lot of them. So this is your drain port. He was nice enough to put in a drain port for you, so you don't have to crack the thing and get fluid everywhere. He's got your fuel port with a magnet that'll catch it. Some thread locker. Of course, your gasket. Looks like probably a brake relocation line. I don't know. I'll have to look into that one.
Yeah, well, look at that.
And then breather port. All right, so your axle doesn't blow its seals.
So it looks like besides the O-ring kit, everything on the other differentials is pretty much kind of the same. The PPE on the bottom. So does Mag High Tech. Where's it at here? Yep, right there at the bottom.
They even thought of a nice little dipstick pad on the inside.
Yep, they got that too. So the extended crew is in its last couple weeks of getting prepped before it's painted. We're hoping there's a show that we're going to do here at the shop. Big Halloween bash at Garage Plus. Do check it out. It's October 19th. Great for the kids. Big car show to be super fun. Hopefully the weather holds. And as you guys have probably noticed, we are in a bigger shop. Another shop. I know. I think this is my third one here. This is Josh's second one. We actually combined our shops into one big one. And then we got a lift, it's just awesome. So I do promise to do a walk around video of this one as well as everything else that goes on here at Garage Plus. It's really awesome here. You can probably hear these guys are over here tinkering around on some stuff. Who knows what they're working on, and who knows what else is here. But it's really great place to be, surrounded by a lot of guys that are in kind of the same things you are, and good place to meet people, because this is where I met Josh. So, but we are going to go ahead and get going on this. This is more of an informational video, some stuff we're learning along the way. We're just literally swapping out the covers and doing some maintenance on the Mega Cab, getting some new fluid in there. So.
Fresh.
Any metal?
Just a little bit on the magnet, but you know, doing all those burnouts and heavy towing and stuff.
Burnouts?
I mean, I would never do
What?
something.
What? No. And we are gonna put what do we got? We got some Master Pro full synthetic 7590 gear oil. That's what's gonna be going in this thing. We got a 10K lift. Oh, shout out to that guy right there. Josh has already went and cleaned up all around here. Instagram done here at the bottom. Anyone from Banks Power, Gail Banks, hit us up.
Hell yeah.
Let me know what you think of my sweet editing skills. And Josh's Mega Cab that's going to be repping your Banks diff cover.
And that's not the only Banks product this Mega Cab has.
What?
What's the recommended factory volt torque?
Wow. That is a really great question, Josh. Google.
Right there.
Right there. You kind of see them.
Gentle. Be very careful.
It's gonna be a nice piece, man. For the sight glass. Anyway, we're gonna drop this thing down. Does look pretty sweet. Looks good. We got to get that out here, get it in the light a little bit. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. You guys can see we got the Banks diff cover on Josh's Mega Cab. It looks freaking sick. Y'all got to get one for a second gen. Gail Banks, and man, my extended crew needs one. Damn, it looks good. All right, that's it. Right, the GoPro right above the phone. I can do both at the same time. Big things happening. See, I don't even know what I'm doing. Bam. All right, guys. Take care.